Mathematics 2, Chapter Integration. Question 66D. Let's try to do it together. You have x squared plus 1 over x squared minus 1 dx. Now, let's try to decompose into partial fractions. First one, you look at your first denominator, which is x, where the second factor of the denominator is x squared minus 1. Now, the first is linear, the second is quadratic. So, decomposition will be a over the linear. Meanwhile, the quadratic will have bx plus c as the numerator. Since we already decomposed into partial fraction formula, now it's time for us to find for the value of a, b, and c. Now, cross multiply. A multiplied by x squared minus 1, bx plus c multiplied by x equivalent to your numerator, which is x squared plus 1. So we only cover the numerator to find the a, b, and c. Now, first of all, when you substitute x equals to 1, what happened to your equation? Yes, 1 square is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So a will be gone. What left is only here. B times 1 is b. You will got b plus c equivalents to 1 square is 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So you got the first equation, b plus c equals to 1. Now, next job, substitute your x equals to 0. Sub x equals to 0. Now what happened? 0 square. Yes, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, so you got minus a. What happened here? Anything multiplied by 0 is gone. So negative a is equivalent to 0 square plus 1. Hence, we are able to solve for the value of a. A is equivalent to negative 1. Now, we have exhausted our substitution value. Try to use a comparing method. Now, what is comparing method? Let's look into your x term. If you expand a times x squared, you will not have x term. Same goes here. A multiplied by negative 1, you will not got x term. We go to the next term. If we expand bx times x, you will obtain x squared term. Now, how about c times x? Yes, if you multiply c with the x, you will got x term. Now, this is left-hand side. What happened to your right-hand side? What is your coefficient of x term? Correct, 0. Hence, you know already your c is equals to 0. Once you obtain c equals to 0, you can sub into your first equation to evaluate for the value of b. In the case of here, you will obtain b equals to 2. Once you have obtained all the coefficient a, b, and c, you can complete your integration process. So it's going to be integration. A is negative 1 over x. B is 2x. However, since c is 0, you don't have to write anything. Now, divide by x squared minus 1. And you're going to proceed the integration. Integrate 1 by 1. Integrate negative 1 over x will give you negative ln x. How about here? Integrate 2x over x squared minus 1. Do you notice something? Yes, you can solve by using recognition. Integration f prime x over fx. And it will give you the result of ln fx. Now let's check. If your denominator is your fx, x squared minus 1, differentiate x squared minus 1, is it will give you 2x? Yes. Then you know already the result of your integration. It will going to be ln x squared minus 1. Since this is an indefinite integral, you put plus c at the end. Now, you can combine because you're having same base, ln and ln. One is minus, one is a plus. So you remember the law of logarithm? Correct. The minus will be the division, so it will be at the denominator, where the position of plus will be at numerator. So this is a simplified form of the solution part D.